What is up, everyone? Good evening. Happy Friday night. Having some dinner here. I haven't eaten since around 1 p.m. this afternoon, so I'm kind of hungry. Hoping some people join me in this live stream tonight. I have some pesto tortellini, which is really, really good. I haven't tried pesto until recently. This is my first time. My first time trying pesto was about a month ago, and I really do like it. I like the basil aroma from it, and it has a nice creamy flavor to it. Hey, see, buddy. So, see, buddy, you saw me successfully land on Mount Washington, huh? That was actually a pretty smooth landing, considerably. Hey, Addie. Yeah, I honestly didn't know how that landing was going to go because I never tried that before. What's good, Addie? What are you up to? See, buddy, that was pretty good though, right? That took a little skill. I'm still having a little bit of problems with the streaming software. It kind of crapped out on me towards the end. Sometimes the stream just cuts out. So how's Canada going? You're from British Columbia, right? One thing I'm amazed at is like the grizzly bear population in Canada. You guys have so many grizzly bears, but here in the States, we only have black bears that I know of. So what do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about video games? You want to talk about sports? You want to talk about life? Anything you want to know, just ask me. What is life? It's this reality that we're all living in. Some people believe it's a simulation. Sometimes I have to wonder myself. Mr. Danny Moore, what's going on, bro? Yeah, so much of our life is spent working and, handling responsibilities, and maybe 5 to 10%, if I'm being liberal, is spent doing things we actually want to do. Hi, Lucifer, welcome. I see we have some new people in here this evening. Do I think Kim Jong-un is a bad person? Yes, I do. He's a horrible person. He's a dictator. I read a whole book on North Korea, and it was about a girl that escaped North Korea, and she had a pretty heralding story, but she ended up. Yeah, I'm not gay. Yeah, North Korea is a horrible place. What is love? It's a pretty loaded question. It's a word that goes very, very deep. But I mean, essentially, it's just feelings we have towards someone, like a deep connection, a deep bond. We have some stupid questions coming in. Are you racist? No, I'm not. Why would you ask that? My dinner is good, actually. But we have some weird people coming in the stream tonight, I must say. It never fails. But the dinner is good. Yeah, I know, bro, but it's like, I still see the comments, and sometimes it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Pesto is kind of like a basil-based sauce. There's a lot of basil in it. Here we go with another Jesus comment. Hi, Amir, welcome. The country itself isn't bad, but the dictatorship is bad. Kim Jong-un's a horrible person. A lot of that country is in complete famine. People have no food. It's a horrible place to live. You have no freedom of speech. You have no freedom to do anything there. I think that's common knowledge that North Korea is not a good place to live. I feel like that should be common knowledge. If you don't know that, then maybe you're living under a rock. I have not beat Minecraft. I don't play in survival mode. I primarily just play in creative mode, and I just build like random things. You think India is worse than North Korea? I know the pollution there is pretty bad. Just a monkey, you're homeless? My eyes are very scary. That's a pretty odd comment because most of the people compliment my eyes. But you're entitled to your own opinion. Sorry to hear that, Just a Monkey. How long have you been homeless for? Read about how students were brutally beaten and molested by police forces because they started a silent protest demanding a minister's resignation because he leaked papers for doctor's exams. That happened in India? Holla right back at you. 6-7. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't hear about that. Are you talking about my t-shirt? To be honest, I don't really keep up with much of the world news. It's just too much negative shit out there that I just personally choose to not keep up with the day to day. When are we doing another live? Well, I just started this one right here. You're welcome, Christian. I'm not going to do any prank calls. My hobbies, I like making content. I like the outdoors. I like camping. I like being out on the water. I like spending time with friends. You know, it's just basic things that most people like to do. Kiddo, oh yeah, your girlfriend cheated on you? Did you catch her in the act? I think I have seen you on YouTube before. Well, it's a good possibility. I've been on here for a little over 3 years. 21. Tell us about your family siblings. I only have one sibling, and that is a half sister. I don't have much of a relationship with her. Yeah, definitely. What's your hobbies, Ron? Yeah, I'm not really close with my sister or my mom. What is my real name? My name is Corey. Bear hunting with hounds. Where do you live? Where do you live, Ron? What state? You don't have to tell me the town or city, but just the state. You look like Macaulay Culkin, Kevin from Home Alone. Well, I wish I had his money. Do I like pickle sandwiches? I can't say I've ever tried a pickle sandwich, but I do love pickles. Hi, Lillian. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, Kamya, I don't do any music on my channel. Oh, my favorite day? Definitely Friday. Friday and Saturday, my two favorite days of the week. The only sushi I've ever tried is like raw sushi, and I wasn't crazy about it. Perhaps I would like cooked sushi, but I've never tried it. Hi, John. I'm doing pretty good. Hi, Garmin. We have a lot of new people in the chat tonight. North Carolina? So, you hunt black bears? Were you being serious about that, Ron? It's hard to tell if you're joking or not. I am 40 years old. I'll be turning 41 this year. I live in Massachusetts. Okay, Kami, I'll look it up. Hi, Abhi. Welcome. Thanks, Lazy. No problem, Ron. Bro, it's almost in the UK where I am. Can you repeat that again? The sentence doesn't make any sense. You really look great, brother. Still look like a 30-year-old. Yeah, I wish I was 30 again. I do not live alone. Me and my dad live together. Please don't mind, but can you tell me what this channel is about? This channel's all over the place. I'm not one of those niche down people. I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. So like my channel is kind of just random, to be honest. My YouTube shorts are primarily comedy skits. My long form videos tend to be more on the serious side. And then for the most part, when I do live streams, they're basically agenda free. Because I find like I can start off talking about a specific topic in the intro of a live stream, and then it always seems like people take the conversation in a different direction. So I kind of just let people ask me questions, and the conversation goes wherever it goes. Just having milk. Are you a Londoner? No, I'm not. Um, so my dad's side is French, and my mom's side is German. So I'm like half French, half German. Yeah, in the UK where I am, it's 23:49, 24-hour clock, military time. It's 6:48 p.m. here in the States, Eastern Standard Time. People that go to like Europe, they complain about how Europe doesn't have air conditioning, or at least a large majority of Europe does not use air conditioning. Favorite food? I can't like list one specific thing as my favorite food, but I really like a good New York style pizza, done well. Um, I like Thai food a lot. I like Mexican food a lot. I don't discriminate when it comes to food. I even like some Indian food. So I definitely mix it up. Welcome back, Ron. Volvo, but like I've seen a lot of people that have went to visit Europe, and they complain how there was no air conditioning. Maybe it depends on the on what part of Europe you go to. Um, can you describe that chicken dish? Because I've never heard of it before. Christian, I said 21 earlier. Anyone that's in the stream, please like the live stream because it helps the algorithm, helps get more people in here. Hi, why always? What's 9 plus 10? 39. My least favorite class in high school was algebra. Oh, thank you. It's Charlie Brown. I also have a Nightmare Before Christmas mug downstairs too. It's an Indian food mixed with rice and marinated. Yeah, I've never had that dish before, but I've had tiki masala. I've had matar paneer. Um, I actually learned how to make matar paneer at home. But the thing I like about Indian food is they use a lot of spices in their food. Hi, I hope you reach 1 million subs. Thank you. It's it's a slow grow. It's a slow grow. It's taken me over 3 years to get the amount of subs that I have. It's not easy at all. My mom was gonna call me Charlie because my last name's Brown. uh, but she didn't, luckily. Yeah, I have a feeling if your mom would have named you Charlie, some students in school would have had something to say about that. Yeah, India food is so delicious. Yeah, I like Indian food. I really do. I like naan, the bread. It's so good. Like a good garlic naan with the chicken tiki masala. So good. You are actually funny. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to be funny, but if I'm coming across that way, that's cool. I know my YouTube shorts are kind of off the rails and crazy, but that's the point of them. Your good name, please? What do you mean? I have never visited India. It's really hard for me to travel internationally. It's almost impossible to get a month out of work. That's the problem. If I wasn't tied to a 9 to 5 job, I would definitely want to travel internationally. But yeah, it's too hard to get a month off from work. Hi, Janine. Not much, just hanging out on this Friday evening with you guys doing a YouTube live stream. My first name's Corey. I don't give away my last name on here. I never understand why some people put their full name as their YouTube name. What's up, Ron? 89. Let's just say I work a 9 to 5. I don't want to be too specific about where I work and what I do for work. But I feel like Corey is kind of like a unisex name because I've also met like female Corys too. I had a neighbor called Corey. Yeah. But like Corey is the proper way. I know some Corys are spelled Corey, but it's like you literally hear the letter E in the name Corey. It should have an E in it. Right? Yeah. But I've seen a lot of Corys too without the E. But to me, it just looks weird. Please, whenever you want to come to India, just let me know. It's Abby Sharma 85. All right. Ah, smart. What are you referring to, Ron? I'm 40 years old. But I really do love Indian food and Thai food. Adam, you're funny, man. Amanda Maynor, what is going on? One of the originals, one of the OGs. Oh, thank you. The world through my eyes. Well, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. I think there's a lot of things we can improve upon as a country, like the basic necessities are far too expensive right now in America. I think we should have a universal health care instead of having it privatized. And I think that education should be affordable for people that want to further their education. And right now, those things are not happening. The OG people, yeah, Amanda, you've been in my stream since the beginning. Politically, I don't like either side because I think the Democrats and Republicans have both lost their minds, honestly. See, I want to belong to the party of logic, but there is no party of logic anymore. Neither one of the parties are for the working class people. They're in it for themselves, and that's it. Seth. Okay. So you changed your name, right? Honestly, Muhammad, I just want to answer your questions right now. I might have to plug this phone in for a little while, though. Yeah, I think both parties are pretty nuts, to be honest with you. Hi, Rosh. Nice to meet you in here. I was watching a YouTube video last night, and it was all these people that took out massive student loans to further their education, and some of them owe like $100,000, $200,000, and they're all stressed out because they don't know how they're going to pay it back. Happy birthday, Nick. How old are you? In the UK, we just got a prime minister. Yeah, well, in the US, we have two parties, and they're both crazy. Well, happy 13th birthday. I tried an ASMR video, actually. I peeled 3 hard-boiled eggs. I took the shell off the eggs, and I filmed it, but it only got like 60 views. We've had like 4 prime ministers in 5 years. Damn. Ella Smith. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Rashid. See, buddy, who got what for Christmas? What are you talking about? I kind of answered this question earlier about Trump and Kamala. I briefly talked about both parties, but I don't support either one of them. I think they're both BS. They don't mean anything that comes out of their mouth. North Korea is strictly a dictatorship. All right, I'll call you. Hang on a second, guys. I had to put my do not disturb mode on. All right, we're back. All right, Jesus loves me. Thank God. I can sleep tonight knowing that. Jesus loves me. I'm so happy to know Jesus loves me. Amanda, you were my first sub? Really? What is my favorite video game? Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I have security cameras on every corner of my house. And I have some hidden ones too, in the bushes. I don't know, bro, but like whenever I do these live streams, I get a comment that says, Jesus loves you. So Amanda, what are you up to tonight? What's your weekend plans? No, I do not live alone. Yeah, I have 10 pit bulls, and they all bite. Alyssa, you have one what? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. I'm joking about the pit bulls. I don't have any dogs. I don't have any dogs. I don't have any cats. I did grow up having cats and dogs, but at this point in my life, I just don't have the time to give my pet. I don't, like, even if I had a cat or a dog, like, I feel like I want to have enough time for them, so I choose not to have them. You have 2 dogs. What's the breeds? Springer Spaniels, nice. I'll probably be on the live stream maybe for like another 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how the stream goes. If we have a good amount of people come in here, I'll stay on longer. Are you a Marvel fan? I would say like lightly. Like I'll watch Marvel movies, but I won't go out of my way. What time do I normally sleep? It depends if it's a work night or not. If it's a work night, I'm usually in bed sleeping between 10 and 10:30 p.m. I have a Staffy cross with an American Bulldog. Ah, cool, Alyssa. It's past midnight now in the UK. I have not been to any countries outside the US. You're going to be where on the weekend? I don't know if I could have like a redo. Like I think I may have went into the military and like retired in my 40s, honestly, so I could travel. I finished well, this mug was this mug had milk in it. I finished that. And this thermos basically just has water in it, so. I like to finish the meal with water. Wilson, North Carolina. Sending love from your closest. Well, milk went good with the meal that I had, but I want to get the milk off my teeth, so that's why I have the water. So if I have like milk or I have coffee, when I'm done with that, I always rinse my teeth off with water. Like I haven't had any cavities in about 15 years. So I guess what I'm doing is working. I've gotten a lot of good tips from my dentist over the years. Software. I will not become a software engineer right now, to be honest with you. Um, like that's one of the professions that's being threatened from AI. What do you want to tell me, Alyssa? I watched a 20-minute video last week about a software engineer, and he actually lost his job because of AI. Do I have any plans for India? Like, do I plan on visiting India? Oh no, you're leaving, Alyssa? Hang on a sec. Don't leave yet, Alyssa. When I was 5, I had 16 teeth taken out, and I have still got 4 that I'm missing. Oh no, what happened, Alyssa? What happened? Why did you lose the teeth? Did something happen that caused you to Okay. What happened to your teeth? Do you mind elaborating on that? I have a toothache. Will I lose it? It all depends on what's causing the toothache. But just to be on the safe side, I would get it checked out. Don't come to India. If you want to come to India, just visit India. You're saying if I ever visit India to visit the northeast part of India? Is that what you're saying? Can I ask you a personal question? Why you don't have a bond with your family? Um, I've mentioned this in my past streams, but when I was younger, me and my mom didn't have the best relationship. Um, when my mom gave birth to me, she tried saying that my dad wasn't the father, and he had to go get blood work to prove he was the father. And meanwhile, she also kept me from seeing my dad for close to a year. So she did some like really mean things when I was a kid. You never keep your son from seeing your father, especially as a kid. And we just had a lot of differences. We didn't see eye to eye. And when I was 13, I had enough of the BS, and I ran away. I ran away from my mom's house. I never went back. You know, sometimes even family, they're not meant to stay in your life. Sometimes friends can be more family than actual family is. I'm sorry, friend, but you look like Jimmy Neutron. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. When I was 13, I ran away to my dad's house. Yep. It's all right. I mean, it's just a part of life. Um, it's a part of life. But the reason I don't really talk to my sister either is because she was living with my mom. So because she lives with my mom, it's kind of hard to have a relationship with her if she lives under my mom's roof. You know what I'm saying? It's just too awkward. Same here, but I ran to my dad's at 16. So you ran away from home too? I did not know my dad. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I know my story is not unique. I know a lot of people have internal issues with their family. Um, I don't know of many families that don't have problems. After all, I mean, families are comprised of people, and people have problems. No, I don't talk to my sister at all. I don't talk to my mom or my sister. Um, but the last time me and my mom exchanged text messages, I told her that I would like to have some relationship with her, like at least talk once in a while. And she kind of just went AWOL and disappeared. So I kind of just threw my hands up and gave up having a relationship with her. Everyone has a problem. That's what I'm saying. And like people that you walk past every day, they have their own sort of problems that you just don't know about. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know I'm not unique, but I wish I would have had a better relationship with my mom, but not in this life, I guess. It's kind of strange. I don't feel like I'm anything like my mom, and I don't feel like I'm anything like my dad. Sometimes I feel like I came from someone else. Yeah. What's your question, CPC? I don't understand your question. And yeah, when I ran away when I was 13, I still had it was like the month of June, and I still had like 3 weeks left of seventh grade. So my dad had to drive me to school for the last 3 weeks. And then the next year, I transferred schools. Um, I mean, I don't hate my mom. I'm not upset with her. Um, I just wish that um, like I just don't understand how you can bring a child into this world and then at the same time, don't make a concerted effort to stay in their life. It's weird. Like I personally never wanted kids, but even if I had a kid, I couldn't imagine not having a relationship with them on some level. It's very strange. How about if a genuine person approach you and you think that person will rib everything? What do you mean? I don't understand that question. I just fell down the freaking stairs. Are you all right? But life is only once, only in this life. They're your parents and sister, but they are one-time gift. Yeah, but sometimes these things happen. Um, it's sometimes family members don't stay in your life. Sometimes relationships expire. Sometimes you have to move on from people. Hey, Alyssa, welcome back. Hi, Lincoln Gaming. I find that with friends too. I mean, sometimes you can be with a friend for 10 years, and then sometimes that friendship expires and you outgrow one another. It's sad and it's horrible, but that's just a fact of life. Can I give my resume? Well, I'm not a hiring manager, so I wouldn't be able to do much with it. Call me 4LC. I find it hard to understand how any meaningful friendship could just expire. I'll give you an example. I met a guy back in 2018. He started a job at my company, and he was autistic just like me. So we had like common ground right off the bat. We got along great. We had a lot of good conversations. We were friends for about 5 years, and then for no reason, without any explanation, just like that, he just went AWOL, and he just doesn't talk to me anymore. And I didn't do a thing. So that's how it can happen sometimes. Sometimes people just leave your life without explanation. Alyssa Jones, we've just been talking about relationships. Oh, really? You're autistic too? Um, yeah, I want to say when I was 3 years old, I was diagnosed with PDD NOS, which is called pervasive developmental disorder, not otherwise specified. Um, they don't use that terminology anymore, but basically it was like, if, like, okay, for example, in order to be labeled with autism, there's 5 traits that you need to meet, and I only met 3 of them. So because I didn't meet all 5 traits, they labeled me with PDD-NOS. So in other words, I have a mild autism. But when they came out with the DSM-6, they no longer use PDD-NOS. I would just fall under the autism umbrella. But Alyssa, if you care to check out some of my videos, I have a few videos talking about autism if you'd be interested in watching them. So like when you're done with this live stream later on, if you go into my regular videos and you scroll down a little bit, I have multiple videos on it. Oh, yeah, it's just a, I redid this room a couple of years ago. So that's kind of just like a fake brick that I put up on my wall. They're panels and it just looks like brick. And I glued them to the wall. And then I just have kind of like, lights going around the edges of the wall. No, I was talking about the autism umbrella. There's different levels of autism. Some people have high functioning autism, meaning, they can get up in the morning and they can go to a job and they can live on their own and they can live a pretty normal life. And then there's others who have full-blown autism and they're completely dependent on their parents. I'm right there with you. I have ADHD too. Do you mean OCD? I've heard of OCD. I've never heard of ODD. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, this is an older house. So like behind that is like the old wooden panels. And I didn't like the look of it, so I went right over it with the fake brick facade. But I like it. It makes the house look a little more modern. My house is actually like really dark, so I have to, behind the phone, I have a ring light, so the lighting is halfway decent. No, it's oppositional defiance disorder. No, that's the first time I've heard of that. But I will say, living with autism isn't easy. Yeah, I think if you're doing things right, you learn something new every day. I know I listen to a lot of podcasts throughout the day. That's what I do at work. I listen to podcasts when I'm at work. Hey, Willie! What's up, brother? Are you European? It's funny you asked that. So I'm half French and I'm half German. So I do have some European heritage in me. Yup. I think my family ties go back to Germany. Can you do another Madden stream? Yeah, I might do another Madden stream later on if you want to watch it. Half Welsh? What do you mean, Alyssa? Do you play Call of Duty? I haven't played Call of Duty since Call of Duty Cold War, and I think that was in like 2020. But prior to that, I played some of like the older Call of Duties. Germany is shit nowadays. I live there. What's bad about Germany right now? I know energy is like very expensive there. Gas is very expensive there. I mean, I guess, part of that is because they got rid of nuclear power. I mean, that was a bad decision right there. They should have kept up with the nuclear power. Nuclear power cuts down the energy costs. But I think Germany's issue is they went to I think they're too reliant on green energy. That's the problem. Green energy is not consistent. Now people can have their own opinions. I know I've heard of people that have visited Europe and then they're always happy to come back here to America. So, but I will say one thing that is better in Europe is the socialized medicine. Here in America, healthcare is very, very expensive. Who did you cheer for in the World Cup? I wanted England to win it, and then they choked against, was it Argentina? Alyssa, guess how old I am? I'm trying to look at your picture, but it's like kind of distant. 10 years old. Like your profile picture is like very small because it's in the chat, so it's kind of hard to see. That's you as a baby? Oh yeah. How old are you now? Oh, cool. I have my. Hang on a second, guys. I have to plug my phone in because the battery's getting quite low. Hang on a second. All right, there we go. Everyone hates the president. Near to everything got expensive. Criminal rate got higher. General everything. Are you talking about like? Hang on a second. Are you talking about like politics are just crap in Europe? Politics are crap everywhere, honestly. That's why I just don't even pay attention to it anymore. It's like I used to listen to a lot of political podcasts almost on a daily, and I just had a lot of things happen in my life over the last several years, a lot of stressful events, and about 2 years ago, I just made the conscious decision to remove consuming politics on a daily basis because it's just like additional stress that I don't need because, when you watch that crap, it's like you're just stressing out about things you can't control. But not like in Germany, trust me. So TK, you live in Germany, huh? I was actually, I was talking to a German about 2 weeks ago, and he was saying that wealthy people in Europe, they hide their wealth. They don't want to showcase their wealth. They actually hide it. And I told him here in the States, if people are wealthy, they want to show it. So it's like the complete opposite. So I was close to Alyssa. I guess 10 years old, so I was only 2 years off. TK, have you ever thought about moving to another country? One thing I will say though is like you guys are lucky you have socialized medicine. Like healthcare here in the States is crazy, man. Like some people have had to go bankrupt because of medical bills here. Yep. Like here in America, if you don't have health insurance and you end up in the hospital for a month, you could owe like 100, $200,000. It's crazy. Like people that don't live here in America, I don't think they realize how expensive it is to live here. Are you talking about Switzerland? It's good in America if you have money. You know, I definitely don't take freedom of speech for granted. Switzerland is beautiful too. Switzerland looks beautiful. The Alps, the Alps are awesome. Yeah, one of my work colleagues just went to Germany for a business trip, and while he was in Germany for a couple of weeks, he took a 1 hour flight to Switzerland to check it out, and he said Switzerland was beautiful. You're right with health insurance. Yeah, like you guys could end up in the hospital and you're not going to get a bill from it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have that peace of mind. Like you don't have that added stress that us Americans have. And like healthcare here is very expensive. It's so crazy. Because the problem with healthcare in America is it's all privatized. And so like, you know, you end up in the hospital and then the hospital charges your insurance a ridiculous amount of money, and then you have to pay the insurance back a portion of it. Yeah, I think I do remember you. Did you change your username? Hi, Alyssa. I see you still in here. Yeah, but Alyssa, yeah, I hope you watch some of my autism videos later on. You might find them useful. It is ridiculous, bro. It is. Um, to be honest with you, when I reach retirement age, I don't even know if I'm going to stay here. Um, they provide socialized medicine, meaning like health, like, correct me if I'm wrong, TK, but I'm pretty sure like in Europe, um, healthcare is socialized. It's treated as a basic human right. Here in the States, they treat it like a privilege. And TK, education in the United States is crazy too. Um, like like people that go on to medical school to become a doctor, like they end up spending like $400,000 on their education, and then it's more than $400,000 because when they're paying back the loans, they're paying back all that interest. So like that $400,000 is like more like $1 million. It's crazy. Isn't isn't education very inexpensive in Europe too? Yeah. See, TK. Some prestigious universities here in America, they charge $90,000 per year just to go there. The education is free also. So like that's what I'm saying. It's like you kind of you got to do like the positives and negatives. Like in America, we do some things better than Europe, and then Europe, they do some things better than America. I feel like where Europe gets it right is like the basic necessities like education and healthcare, they socialize it. And I completely agree with that. Whereas in America, they take the best basic necessities that we need and they turn it into a business. Like healthcare is treated like a business, That's a basic necessity. Education is a necessity, but they treat it like a business. And the problem with the capitalism now is it's not like the capitalism of 20 years ago. This is something different. Like what I see is absolute greed going on right now. Another thing I heard about Europe is like a lot of Europe doesn't utilize air conditioning because a lot of Europeans that came to America for the World Cup, they were so surprised with the amount of air conditioning that we have here in America. Wow. Yeah, see, I need some of that. uh, because the thing is, most of the jobs here in America no longer have pensions. And so like when it comes to retirement, like people are gonna have to live off of like Social Security, and Social Security isn't enough to live comfortably here in America. Yeah. Or you could get your citizenship there from another country, right? Um, I guess it depends on like what kind of weather you prefer, but Canada gets very, very cold in the wintertime. Very, very cold. Yes, it's also true with air conditioning, but it's not as hot like US. I see. And the German guy that I was talking about also said like the way they construct homes in Europe is way different than the way they construct homes here in the United States. He said they use a lot of like brick there that absorb the heat. Yeah, parts of the US get really, really hot, like Florida, California, Arizona. Welcome back, Ron. But thanks for the info, TK. It's nice to have someone from another country come in here. I've had people from like all over the world come on my live streams. It's always fun when I learn some new things. I mean, it's one thing to read about it, but it's another thing to actually hear somebody talk about what it's like to live in another country. Here is a normal day. It gets to 46 degrees Celsius. Do you still not believe me about bear hunting? I believe you, man. Donated 1,000. Yeah. I wish. But Ron, it must be black bears that you hunt because we don't have any grizzly bears here in the States. Ugh. Supposedly, like when I was looking at the statistics, the number one place that Americans retire is actually Thailand. Like if you go there with American money, the food is actually pretty inexpensive. Like for instance, if you were to get like 2,000 a month Social Security, that would be hard to live off here in America. But if you were living off of 2,000 a month in Thailand, you would be much more comfortable. You guys also have problems with job market. Yeah, I mean, the experts and economists will always come out and say the economy's great, and the president will come out and say the same shit. But it's all BS. It's all bullshit. The economy's crap here. Um, we even have people that have like undergraduate degrees and they've been out of work for a year. There's jobs out there, but it's tough to get jobs in some cases. Didn't you ask me earlier if I like pickle sandwiches? I feel like I've answered that question. A pickle sandwich isn't something I would go out of my way to eat. I like pickles in my burgers. It's like 114 degrees Fahrenheit. That's so hot. Where are you, in like Arizona? Yeah, I've been like tired all day, honestly. On Fridays, I only work like a half a day because I have like this hybrid schedule that I'm on where I work uh, Monday through Thursday. I work from 6 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and then on Fridays I work from 6 to 10. So Fridays I have much more time to myself, but I've been tired most of the day. What is the monthly expenses for a single person to live in Europe? I have dance every day. Oh, nice. Alyssa, that's one of your hobbies, huh? I wouldn't recommend Thailand anymore. Everyone knows this place and moving there. TK, I'm just trying to keep an open mind because honestly, like, by the time I hit retirement age, like, financially, I don't know if it makes sense to stay here. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, we have another Corey here. Corey without an E, though. Hello, how are you doing tonight, dude? Well, dude, I'm doing pretty awesome. I'm enjoying this live stream, spending some time with you guys. I want to do like a gaming stream, but I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to do it later on. I'm a Canadian hillbilly. Who is your fave here? All you guys have been pretty cool, honestly. When I first started live streaming, we had some weird people coming in asking some weird questions, and then it kind of straightened out. It's been pretty good for the last hour. See, Buddy 21. You've been on my streams a lot today, man. I appreciate it. See, Buddy was watching me play Microsoft Flight Simulator earlier, and he watched me land a plane on Mount Washington in New Hampshire, and I landed it successfully. I had surgery last summer. I had a tumor removed from my lower back. Oh shit, man. How was your back after the surgery? Yeah, that's a pretty serious surgery, man. You're still sore, yeah. Yeah, the back's a tough one because that's, it's your central nervous system. Are you able to walk around all right? Ah, look at that. Alyssa, you said you're his favorite in this chat. Yeah, Alyssa, you're very nice and friendly. You're actually quite normal. I can't say that about everyone that comes on here. I walked down to Tim Hortons tonight. Oh, cool. Alyssa, are you gonna check out some of my autism videos? Yeah, Corey, especially like after a surgery like that, I think it's definitely important to stay as active as possible. Yeah, everyone's been pretty nice this evening. I have been smoking weed for the pain. Yeah, man, just do what works for you. But I'm glad you pulled through the surgery and you're still yeah, I mean that's not an easy surgery to recover from. Did you see my pickup line? I've been practicing. What's your pickup line? You trying to pick up some girls? How old are you, Corey? You're 36? I have 4 years on you. I'm 40 years old. I turned the big 4-0 last year. Oh, man. Did you see Borat? No, I didn't. I said I have to have surgery too. I had to take my eyes off you. That's actually kind of cute. Good one. I broke my finger and I had to get it cracked back into place. Oof. Yeah, I'm 40 years old. Oh, thanks a lot, bro. That might be partially due to never smoking cigarettes. I haven't consumed alcohol in about 10 years. And even when I did drink alcohol, it was few and far between. So I think the combination of not having much alcohol and never smoking cigarettes probably helps. I wish I was 24. One of my best friends is actually the same age as me. We're only 17 days apart, but he's also 40 years old. And he lost like 90% of his hair. And for at least 20 years, I've been like cutting my own hair, like giving myself like crew cuts. And about like 5 months ago, I'm like, I'm gonna switch things up and grow my hair out. I'm like, I still have my hair, so I might as well enjoy it. So I've been kind of like slowly growing my hair out. But I had a crew cut for over 20 years. I have a drinking problem. Well, the first step is admitting it. So at least you know that you have a drinking problem. Now it's basically like, do you want to stop drinking or do you want to continue drinking? And like ultimately it's up to you. And anyone that's in the chat, I just want to kindly remind you to please like this live stream so it can help the algorithm recommend it to more people. I've only had one surgery in my, actually two surgeries in my life. I think when I was like 10 years old, I had my adenoids taken out. And then 5 years ago, I had all four of my wisdom teeth taken out. I'm having a coffee tonight. There you go, man. Speaking of coffee, like coffee is one of my addictions. My other addiction is I have a sweet tooth. I really thought you between 28 to 33 or something, like I'm 21. Well, I appreciate it, man. Like, I wish I was that young again, but it was kind of weird turning 40, honestly. I wanted to stay in my 30s. Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate the subscription. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you very much, Corey. I've had it's so weird. Like the first couple months of this year, I was getting like a crazy amount of subs. And I'm always posting like the same kind of content. And then I want to say like over the last 2 months, like the subscriptions have like really slowed down, even though I'm making the same kind of content. And I think it's one of those things where like YouTube is always changing their algorithm. So like what works now won't necessarily work a month from now. So it's really hard to have like consistent results on YouTube. Like my ultimate goal is to like reach 100,000 subscribers. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but that's my goal. What do you mean, TK? Sorry, I don't understand the last comment. As you guys can tell, I like cartoons. I bought a couple of these off of Amazon. Just gonna stretch out, guys. Sorry, I went off to change my profile so it is easy to tell what I look like. All right, I can see you better now. It's definitely a closer up pic. Yeah, this is a cartoon from the 1990s. I watched it a lot when I was a kid. But this shirt was like $20 on Amazon. So I thought that wasn't a bad price. Alyssa's only 12. Now. Alyssa is not old enough to date. I have an ex-boyfriend coming over to visit me tomorrow, and I haven't seen him since 2013. Are you excited? I think sometimes it's definitely possible to be friends with an ex. I'm a bisexual hillbilly. That's fine, man. I'm pretty liberal when it comes to stuff like that. I just want people to do what makes them happy. you would recommend visiting us or not. If I ever visit Thailand, I was actually thinking about making a stop in Europe for maybe a couple of days to break up the travel. uh, I have a girlfriend too, and I've been with her for 4 years. Oh, congrats, man. The thing with relationships, even good relationships, is they need that constant care and attention, because like people don't stay the same. Um, so whoever you get with, they're going to be different in 5 years, and you're also going to be different in 5 years. So what I've come to learn about relationships is either you grow together with them as the years go on, or you eventually grow apart. I have an older sister. She is 16. Is that the only other sibling you have, Alyssa? What do I do for work? I'm open with a lot of things on my channel. But like when it comes to work, I'm kind of conservative with that. I don't really like to say what I do for work or where I work. You have 4 brothers and 3 sisters? Oh my God. You come from a big family. But Corey, let's just say I work a 9 to 5. I work on the farm with my dad and my brother. Well, hey, at least you get to be outdoors, right? You get that fresh air, you get that sunlight. Not a bad deal. Am I married? No, I am not married. One of the women I used to work with, she told me that her sister has 10 kids. And I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, when you have like 10 kids, and obviously they're going to be all different ages, like what do you do for dinner at night? You got to like mass produce everything, right? And then I feel like every month out of the year you have a birthday. I think it's good for having a big family. I couldn't even imagine having 1 kid, never mind 10. I got to go. My son is here to drop me off some cigars. All right, Corey. Nice talking to you, man. We got a Canadian up in here, and I hope to have you in a future stream, man. Just keep a lookout for my live streams, and feel free to come into another one. Hope to talk to you again. Imagine about price. Yeah, I mean, if you have 10 kids, I can't even imagine like the expenses of having 10 kids. I'd imagine you'd keep like a lot of the clothes, right? Like each kid wouldn't get like brand new clothes. You would just keep them from like the past children you had to cut down on the cost. But like just that first year of like all the diapers, and all the baby food. I don't even know how people afford that nowadays. I think honestly, like especially here in America, a lot of people are living off of credit cards, and then they're only making minimum monthly payments, and then that interest kicks in, and then before they know it, they have $10,000 of credit card debt. I really I have empathy for people like that. I mean, I completely get it and I understand it. If you don't have the physical cash, but like you need food, like you're going to use a credit card to get the food. Rashid, put a picture of you on your pro picture. Oh, Alyssa wants to see what Rashid looks like. Guys, I remember when I first started doing these live streams, I was very nervous about doing them because I'm actually very introverted, and I'm actually kind of a quiet person. So for me to do these live streams it was a big step for me. And now when I do them, they don't really bother me much anymore. They've kind of become normal to me. Rashid, you gotta put a picture up on your profile, man, so Alicia can see what you look like. I'm surprised YouTube doesn't have like a YouTube dating. That'd be kind of hilarious. YouTube dating. I remember Facebook, for a period of time had dating. It was Facebook dating, and then they got rid of it. But YouTube should have like a YouTube dating, right? YouTube, I just gave you an idea. If you do it, I want some of the royalties. I think it started as a dating app. Did you guys ever see the very first YouTube video ever posted by the creator of YouTube? It was such a bad video. Like, if you put a video like that on YouTube now, like it might not even get 10 views. But because it was from the guy who created YouTube, it has millions and millions of views. Rashid, do you have any pictures you can put for your profile picture? Alyssa just wants to see what you look like. It's 8 o'clock already. Time is flying by. I've been on this live stream for close to 90 minutes. Can we get to 20 likes, guys? We're at 18. Yeah, I typically live stream on Fridays because I have quite a bit of time on Fridays to do these live streams. But I also do them sometimes on Monday nights and Wednesday nights. I typically live stream like 3 to 4 times a week. It's a little harder for me like Monday through Thursday because I work like 9-hour days. Whereas like Friday, where I'm only working half a day, I have much more energy to do these live streams. Because they do require energy to do these live streams because, you have to be outgoing, you got to be talkative. You have to have I find I have to have the right energy to do these live streams. And if I'm overly tired, I think people can sense that. So the engagement isn't as good. See, the nice thing about tomorrow, because I work a Monday through Friday schedule, so I have weekends off. Um, so tomorrow I don't need to get up at 5 a.m. I get to sleep in, so that'll be nice. So I'll probably be up till close to midnight tonight. All right, we're at 19 likes. We need one more to get to 20. My name's Corey, man. TK, I have a lot of hobbies, man, but like, honestly, like the older I've gotten, I kind of go out less than I used to when I was younger. Like I actually prefer to like stay home more often nowadays and like make YouTube videos. And then sometimes I'll play some video games. It's just gotten to the point to where like whenever I go out, it's like, you know, $100. You know, like if you go out to eat here, it's like 50 a person. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like going out and doing things nowadays is like very expensive. And so I don't do it as frequently as I used to. So primarily, you know, I work my full-time job. I put a lot of time into my YouTube channel, making content. Sometimes I'll watch like a little bit of Netflix and get like into like a new show and like binge watch that sometimes. But that's more of like a winter thing when it gets cold here and I'm indoors more. I like watching TV series. I don't know if you've ever seen the show called Ozark with Jason Bateman, but that's a really good TV series. I would definitely recommend getting into that if you have Netflix. I do like doing things outdoors. I guess I just like doing basic things that most people like doing. I don't have nearly as many friends as I used to because, you know, some of them got married and they have kids and they just don't have time to hang out. So, yeah, I mean, I spend a lot of time by myself, to be honest. So I like to come on here for company, to be honest with you. Because I feel like when I go out in public, the majority of people that I come across in public don't really want to have conversation. They don't really make eye contact. They're kind of like in their own world, I guess you could say. And so sometimes when I go out in public, it makes me feel like lonely because nobody seems to want to talk. So that's why I kind of like doing these live streams because I can engage with you guys. You guys can kind of get to know my personality. So, and I've only started doing these live streams within the last 2 months. So what I'm trying to do is like hopefully get like, even if it's only like 20 people that come onto my live streams on a regular basis, you know, that could be like a nice little community that we have here where we could just come in here and like keep up to date with one another and we can kind of like be friends on here. But yeah, YouTube is like primarily like the social media platform I use the most. I don't use Facebook that much. I don't use the other social media platforms all that much. Did I ever do a marathon? I did do a marathon, but it wasn't that serious. It was like 9 miles. Yeah, I think it was 9 miles. Rashid, how old are you? Hi, Annie. Welcome to the live stream. How's everything going this evening? I like getting new people in here. So what's good, Annie? What are you up to besides being in this live stream? Oh, I don't know where Rashid went to. Maybe he's trying to find a profile picture. I don't know. TK, you were asking about hobbies too. So this is one of my other hobbies too, my little Nintendo Switch OLED. I like using this. What's nice about this is you can play it anywhere. It's very mobile. You can play it in bed. You can play it outside. You can take it wherever you go. I hit the gym for break and just chilling at home. So you're a gym goer, huh? Hey, YT Jack. You finally made it into the stream. YT, I've been on here for over an hour and a half. Annie, what do you mean? You said he was a temporary work. What are you talking about? I think Rashid left the chat. You just woke up and you saw me on live, huh? You're like, I gotta go check Corey out. What is Corey up to? What are you asking me specifically, Annie? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I respect people that go to the gym. Honestly, I think people that maintain a good gym regimen have like really good discipline. It's not even a motivation thing because there's going to be plenty of days that you wake up and you don't have the motivation to go to the gym. So it's really about just having that discipline, like having that really good discipline. So even on the days you don't have the motivation, you know, it's that strong discipline that you have that keeps you going back to the gym. I did the gym thing for like 2 years, and then I kind of got out of it. One thing that would kind of like always bother me when I did go to the gym is like I'd have like this certain regimen that I'd like to do, and like I want to go use the bench press, and then like the gym I went to would only have like 6 Smith machines, and like there would always have people on them, and then like I would have to wait to go use them. So like I would always have to switch up my workout routine depending on what equipment was available. Like I guess it would be nice to have like a big enough house to where you could have like Yeah, a home gym, like a gym at home would be nice. Yeah, Alyssa, that's the thing. I wanted to know how old Rashid was because like you're only 12 years old, Alyssa. So like I wanted to make sure he was like around your age. If you were gonna give him your number, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to look out for you. But like the weird thing is when I was asking Rashid how old he was, he kind of disappeared. Yeah, Alyssa, I'm just looking out for you. Yes, Annie, I am live. This is a YouTube live stream. Yeah, no problem. Maybe. Annie, you're not really making sense in the chat. Maybe English isn't your first language? Rashid seems like a creep. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying to you. Like I asked him how old he was and then he disappeared. Annie, you're Filipino? Alyssa, maybe I saved you some trouble. Oh, nice. We got a Filipino in here, huh? The Philippines have some nice islands. Ugh. I wish I could stand up and do this live stream. I get kind of tired of sitting down. Do I want to go to the Philippines? I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. It looks really nice there. I've seen quite a bit of Americans go to the Philippines. But that's probably because their wife's Filipino. Oh my God, this freaking earthquake comment. I got this comment last night. It's definitely a spam. Yeah, I know a lot of Americans go to the Philippines. I saw this. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, so like I have a lot of stories to like relay to you guys. But like this American had moved to the Philippines about 10 years ago because he has a Filipino wife, and when he initially went to the Philippines, it was only supposed to be for a year, and then 1 year turned into 2 years, and then 2 years turned into 5 years, and now he's been in the Philippines for about 10 years. But he was saying in the video that even if he wanted to move back to America right now, he wouldn't be able to afford it. So he's kind of, he has to stay in the Philippines. He doesn't have the money to move back to America. Because it's much more expensive to live in America now than it was 10 years ago. You know, a lot of this change happened in 2020 when the pandemic happened. You know, it gave companies and it gave like real estate agencies like an excuse to jack up the prices on everything. Bro, I appreciate the nice convo, but I have to go now. Wish you guys a nice stream though. Keep going, bro. Thank you very much, bro. Hope to see you in a future stream. You seem like a cool, normal dude. And I hope you come into another one of my live streams someday. I'd like to talk with you again. But have a good rest of your evening, and talk to you later, man. Take care. Kittens, hi. I remember you. YT, I still see you there. I didn't forget about you. Hey guys, I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. I gotta use the bathroom. Just please stay in the chat. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, guys. Anyone else still in the stream? Who do we still got in the stream? These are Keebler Elf Fudge sandwiches. You guys ever have these? Oh boy. You never had these cookies before? They're pretty good. These are like butter cookies with a chocolate in the middle. Yeah, Annie, I would love to visit the Philippines. The beaches look so nice there. What's your name? Oh no, it's not coffee. It's just it's a cup of milk. I can't have coffee this late in the evening because I won't be able to sleep. Then come with you. Annie, how come you don't have a profile picture? Shahid Bani Malik. I probably butchered it. I tried my best. All right. See you later. Thanks for hanging out in the chat for a while. Appreciate it. Come back in another stream. Yeah, I'll see you next Friday, and I'll probably do another live stream before next Friday if you want to check it out. You actually said my name right, and nobody ever does. Who said your name right, Alyssa? Yeah, Annie, you should have like a profile picture because it just looks better. Alyssa, you've been in this chat for a while. I appreciate your time tonight. I don't see anyone spamming. You talking about kittens? Oh, you're talking about kittens, yeah. Yeah, it looked like kittens was spamming. You're trying to borrow some money from who? From your parents? What are you trying to borrow money from? Like, you said you're trying to borrow money from your parents. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to travel somewhere? Where are you trying to travel to? All right, Annie, I don't think your parents are going to give you that much money. How many zeros on that? Did anyone count the zeros? 1, 2, damn. I don't know, Alyssa. Like I said, once I asked Rashid how old he was, it seems like he left the chat. 8 zeros. I was trying to count the zeros, but my eyes were like going nuts trying to count them because they're so close together. What is that, like $1 billion? I can't wait to get into bed later and just chill out. Is that in Filipino currency? I can't even count the zeros because they're so small and close together. I feel like it makes me cross-eyed trying to count them. Guys, I'm gonna try to stay on until 9 p.m., which is like another 30 minutes. I'm gonna try, but I can't promise you that I'll stay on till 9 because I'm getting kind of tired, but I will try. My dad have about 60 M in Philippines. Not a lot for him, he says. Alyssa, oh, you telling me not to leave? Yeah, I'll try to stay on here for like another 30 minutes. This is like legitimately the longest stream I've ever done. Prior to this one, I was on for about 90 minutes. I'm looking at the time up there right now. It says I've been on here for 115 minutes. I am 6 feet tall. 6 feet. Actually. Oh, yeah, I'm 6 feet tall. Can you tell? 6 feet. I know, Alyssa, you've been on here for a while. That's awesome. You like being on this live stream? That's what, Annie? What do you mean that's cap? You don't believe me? I'm 6 feet? Yeah, I would say so. We are both autistic. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I've made about four videos about my autism, and I did I made a YouTube Shorts video about my autism 3 years ago, and it still gets comments now. A lot of people can relate to it. I'm 6 feet tall. They measure me at the doctors. 6 feet exactly. Not 5'11", not 6'1", 6 feet exactly. I have no reason to lie. Annie, why don't you believe me? Ah, boy. Anything else you want to talk about, Alyssa? Yeah, thank you, YT. I mean, why would I lie about my height? I have no reason to lie about that. I actually like my height. I feel like 6 feet is perfect. I wouldn't want to be any taller than 6 feet, to be honest with you. It's like one of those nights where I know as soon as I lay down in the bed, I'm just gonna fall asleep. I'm that tired. You are tiny. But I think I saw you at a store. I think. Oh yeah? Maybe I have a twin. Maybe I have an identical twin. I am short. I'm only 5'10" isn't that short for a woman. I am 4'11". Yeah, but you're still young. You're still young. I mean, by the time you're done growing, you could be 6 feet, right? If I had my choice, I would definitely go visit another country for like a year. Like, don't worry about Don't worry about work. Don't worry about bills. Just go like live somewhere for a year. I know that's like a fantasy world that doesn't exist, but I like to dream a little bit. I can't lie, I kind of miss Rashid. He was really kind. Yeah, 5 feet 10 inches. That's not too short, Annie. That's actually pretty tall for a girl. Has anyone been to Applejack's? No, I have not been to Applejack's farm. Where is that? I do love going to farms. I like apple picking in the fall. I went cherry picking about a month ago. Where's Applejack's Farms? Yes, I am 6 feet tall, I promise you. Southport? Alyssa, what state do you live in? What state? If you will, I recommend Sweden, but cars there are allowed to go 110 miles an hour. Holy shit. That's fast. Oh, you live in Liverpool, huh? That's in Europe, right? Nice. But my dad saw the sign. Wow. Yeah, that's too fast. That's. I mean, traveling at those speeds are quite dangerous. And he only went 80 or 60. Yeah. The fastest I have ever been is 120 miles an hour. And it's scary. But that was when I was young and dumb. Oh, I am having a tough time staying awake. Oy. Um, like Friday and Saturday nights, I typically stay up until like 11 o'clock or midnight. Um, because I don't need to work tomorrow, so I can sleep in. But if it's a work night, when I have to get up at 5 a.m., I typically go to bed at like 10 p.m. at night. Holy shit, 140 miles an hour, huh? Yeah, it's pretty reckless. Hi, Annie, I still see you in here. But you kind of hurt my feelings, Annie, because you don't believe me that I'm 6 feet tall. And the car was stolen too, huh? That's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Hi, Ibachi. Did I say that right? Ibachi. Well, now I'm gonna do a backflip. You go for it. We've had a lot of new people come into the live stream tonight. More than usual, actually. Can you do a front flip? Please like this live stream, guys. We're up to 22 likes. Can we get to 25? You can do both? Oh, wow. You're pretty athletic if you can do both. But you said you do dance, so I believe it. I can also do back handspring. Awesome. I I'd probably break my neck if I tried to do a backflip. I watched a really scary gymnast video on YouTube, and they went to do a flip, and this person landed right on his head and broke his neck and paralyzed him. It was awful. I'm focusing my life savings on a star drawing, and I don't know why I'm giving it a crappy outline. Oy, oy. Hi, Annie. I still see you there. I'm actually excited about this live stream because I think I'll have to check the analytics when the stream's done, but I think I've racked up a good amount of watch time on this one live stream because some of you have been in it the whole time. Oh yeah, you want to become an airplane pilot? That's a good goal. That's a good goal. I want to be a dog walker. Yes, I'm alive and I'm 6 feet tall. Yeah, I'm alive. You see me? I'm still talking. Hey, Lemons! Coming in at the end of the live stream. Look at you. I've been on here for a while, bro. Like 2 hours I've been on here. It will take years to study in plain school. Yeah? I mean, if you think about the amount of responsibility that comes with it, you can kind of understand. Hey, Ron, welcome back. I'm with my family. You having a good night with your family, Lemons? Guy's a nut. Who's a nut, Annie? Hi guys, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. Thanks for doing this live stream. Bye, good night. All right, Alyssa. Definitely come into one of my future live streams, and thanks for staying in this one for so long, and I hope you have a great evening. Take care. I will be signing off soon myself. I'm getting really tired. Bye, YT. Lemons, what are you up to with your family, man? You watching a movie or something? I see we have another like. We're up to 23. Can we get to 25? Actually, I'll stay. I won't be able to sleep. Yeah, I'll be on. Alyssa, I'm going to be on for another 20 minutes. And then I'm going to sign off. See, Buddy 21, I'll be on for another 20 minutes. I'm going to end the stream at 9 p.m. tonight. All right, Alyssa, cool. I'm trying to anime. Oh, yeah? Lemons, you ready for another weekend? I know I am. Alyssa. Oh, Rashid's back in here? Rashid. We're trying to find out what your age is. How old are you? Bye, Annie. just erased my star to put him out of his misery. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Rashid, you have to answer this question, man. Okay? Me and Alyssa want to know how old you are. Please answer that question. Because if you don't answer the question, it makes it feel like you're hiding something. Just let us know what your age is. Alyssa is only 12, so I'm looking out for her. I want to make sure you're close to her age. You eat dehydrated limes? What? Bro, what is going on? What's going on in this chat? Lemons, what's going on, bro? Like, Lemons, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Lemons, the chat was really good earlier. We had some really cool people in here. And then it kind of drifted off a little bit. That's what I'm saying, YT. Like, I keep asking this guy how old he is, and he won't answer the question. Which makes me think that he's over 18. I know. Rashid, you better be like 12 years old, because if you're not 12, then you can't talk to her. I don't know, YT. Like I said, bro, like earlier on in the chat, we had some really good people in here. Alyssa's one of them. Alyssa's been really friendly and polite and normal. And then a lot of the normal people left the chat maybe like 30 minutes ago. Do I support hunting, to be honest? Yeah. I mean, it depends what you're hunting, but yeah, overall. Yeah, I support hunting bears because I think we have an overpopulation of black bears in the States, honestly. We have too many black bears, so I say hunt them. You know what's really interesting? The state that has the highest black bear population is New Jersey, which I don't think a lot of people would guess that. Because I believe the mayor of New Jersey at one point banned hunting black bears, and then the population got out of control. And then they eventually had to reinstate hunting of black bears. I support hunting black bears. I support that. Most of my family is between like 5'5" and 6 feet. What animals don't I support? Like, I don't know, like any endangered species I would be against, obviously. Me personally, I would have a hard time hunting deer. Because I find deer to be like pretty like gentle and cute. I don't think I could shoot one. I think I would be able to hunt a bear before I could hunt a deer. Alyssa, I don't think he wants to answer the question because he's obviously hiding something, or else he would just come out and say his age. I love hunting deer. Lemons, you would kill deer? I don't know. I see like all these like TikTok videos and YouTube videos of like deers and dogs like hanging out together. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rashid was talking to Alyssa, but Alyssa is only 12 years old. So naturally, I was asking Rashid how old he was, because if he's not her age, then he can't be talking to her. But whenever we ask him what his age is, he disappears. And then he'll like reappear in the stream. And then we ask him again, and then he avoids the question. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's kind of creepy. Rashid, you being kind of creepy, man, because you're not saying your age. It's not a hard question to answer unless you are hiding something. Yeah, answer the question, dude. How old are you? It's the last time I'm gonna ask. Some dude kind of... For real, Ron? Somebody shot at you yesterday? And you're still here to tell the story, huh? Jeez. All right, bye, Eddie. Alyssa, I would stay away. He's hiding something. Yeah, I might get to that point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think so too, Ron, right? I think since I've been doing this live stream thing, I think I've had to ban like 3 people total, because they come in here and they'll act weird, or they'll keep spamming the same message over and over again. And then some people, I've put them in like a 24-hour timeout, because that's another option. My name is Corey. Hey, thanks a lot, Ron. I appreciate it. Make sure you hunt those black bears. Ron, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Thanks a lot. What am I doing tomorrow? I'm hanging out with my girlfriend tomorrow. Oh, awesome. You have 2 dogs, Ron? Thanks a lot, bro. I try to be. I prefer to be down to earth, man. Real is the only way I know how to be. Lemons is like, I want to go on a hunting trip. I want to hunt some deer. Yes. Annie, that is not an appropriate question for a YouTube live stream. Oh, cool, Lemons. That's awesome. Lucky, my girlfriend broke up with me and I have 3 hounds now, but no one is a raccoon. What is with like Ron, I don't know if you've like seen this shit on social media, but like there's people out there that like literally raise raccoons to be their pet. And like they keep the raccoon in their house like a dog. Like yeah. Cool, Lemons. I'd imagine though, like when you go hunting, like you have to have a lot of patience, right? Because like deer can smell you from a mile away. You have to like pay attention to like the wind direction and all that stuff. It's not easy. Like it could take hours or like days to like get a good shot on a deer. All right, guys, 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes. I'd like to stay on longer because you guys have been cool, but I'm just really starting to get tired. Alyssa, I think you can do better. You gotta you gotta find someone your age. I think he's over 18. I would like to hunt a mountain lion, cat, or a fox. I've hunted since I was 7. I have took 5 deer and who knows how many raccoons. Even though I love foxes. Ron, do you ever see coyotes when you're out? You ever come across coyotes? Hey, person laughs. I see you in here. We've been on here for a long time. I feel like with like grown adults, coyotes kind of just go the other way. Coyote attacks are like only on like young kids. Yeah, like they'll like coyotes will come after like a family, like a small family dog or a small child, but like a grown adult, they won't really mess with you unless they're rabid. It's weird. Like I live out in the sticks, but I don't ever see coyotes. It's weird. That's cool, Ron. You live on a farm. You kind of you're away from like the crazy society, huh? Must be nice and quiet there. I took 2 coyotes, one off my porch, and one deer hunting. That's cool. Yeah, I support coyote hunting too. Oh yeah. So it would be a quiet place, but you make a lot of noise. You're outgoing. Oh yeah. So when you're around, people know it, Ron, right? When Ron's around, people know it. He makes it be known that he's around. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. But I appreciate all you guys that have stayed in here for a while. It's been pretty awesome. I I, uh, I wish I could get this support every time I live stream. It would be a big help. Dang, what's up, Person Laughs? Why do you say dang? Yeah, I had to talk to the sheriff office yesterday. Why? What happened, Ron? YT, who are you asking that to? Oh, but person last, if you want, once I post the live stream, you can watch it from the beginning. Yeah, Rashid, I've seen you in live streams. I appreciate your time. I just wish you would tell us your age, man, and then we can move on to something else. The guy shot at us? Oh, okay. So when the guy shot at you, you reported it to the police. You talking about me, YT? All I said was I have a girlfriend. I didn't say anything about breaking up. At a volunteer fire department. Yeah, that's freaking crazy. The guy that shot at you guys, were you able to get? Were you able to get a picture of him? Like, is there any way to identify him? Yeah, that's kind of scary. Uh, no, I know where. You know where they live? The people that shot at you. You know where they live? That is crazy. Why would they shoot at you like that? Oh boy! Oh boy! Uh, no, she's still in the stream. And one of their dads came and helped. Yeah, we used to be cool, but my friend and one of them broke up, so it's no reason to shoot though. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. I don't know if you're gonna get that answer, Alyssa. We've tried. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. Listen, I appreciate all you guys that have stayed in this stream since it started. I've enjoyed talking with all of you. Nice meeting you, Ron. And yeah, I hope you all come in future streams. I want to develop a nice little community in here where we can get in here a couple times a week and we can keep each other updated as to what's going on in our lives and just be like, we can be friends on here. And like I said, I stream like 3 to 4 times a week. So you can definitely catch me on here again. Just keep an eye out for my live streams. And yeah, I look forward to talking to all of you again. And I hope you all have a good day, a good evening, wherever you are in this world, because I know we all live in different time zones. But anyways, it was nice talking to all of you.